Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm a bit late today. Let's start, right? Let's start with the questions that I asked you to solve. Okay. So very quickly, let's discuss these answers, and then we'll continue with the next topic that we have to study. Okay. I would request all of you to turn off your microphones and video as well, right? Save your data, right? You can turn off your videos, no problem. Okay. All right. So we are close to 90, so I think we should get started. Good morning, everyone. Again, uh, now uh, I'm going to bring up those questions, right? I think I gave you 3 questions for homework, right? And we will start discussing the answers. Okay. So, okay, people are still joining in. All right. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. This is the board of 12th standard. Just excuse me. I will change it to 11th standard. Okay. Right. So these are the important points that I sent you yesterday, right? Yes. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Now those questions, right? Here are those questions. Oh, yeah. Right. All right. So the first one. So who is going to tell me the answer of 3A? Sorry, first A. Sorry. What's the answer of first A? Come on. Can you write it? Everyone, what's the answer of first A? Okay, please do not annotate. Negative direction. Well done. Very good. Very good. That's correct. The velocity. Okay. The particle is moving in the negative direction. Right? How do you come to know? I want to understand your logic, your method. How do you know that it is moving in negative direction? What calculation did you do? What logic did you use? Or is it not logic? Is it magic? Okay. All right. Okay, Resha, your method is different from others, but it is correct. East side. Okay. All right, Divya, that's right method. Yeah, so people have described different methods. Let me just outline the method very quickly. There are two ways to do it. One is if you would draw a diagram and then you start thinking, suppose you put t equal to 0, then x is 3, right? That means the object is here, correct? And now if you will take t equal to 1, if you'll take t equal to 1, then this is going to give x equal to 3 minus 2, so that is 1, right? So that means object shifted from 3 to 1, correct? And it will continue like that. So that means gradually the object is moving towards the left side in this diagram, left side, that is towards the negative side. So this is one way of doing it, right? And the other way of doing it is by this. If you find velocity, which is dx by dt, then that will turn out to be minus 2 meter per second, right? Okay, now this velocity is negative. What does that indicate? This is indicating that the object is moving in the negative direction, right? So these are two ways to do it. All right. So that's it. The answer of this one is negative direction. Okay. B. What is the velocity of particle at 3 seconds? Well, if you have already done it by velocity, it's done, right? Okay. Oh, well. We are getting some wrong answers here. We are getting some wrong answers. Okay, I don't like that. No, we're getting many wrong answers now. Everyone, be alert. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it. So many of you have got it wrong. I don't like that. No. Well, I can't believe. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't want any more answers. Stop. Stop. Okay. This is an eye opener for me. Everyone pay attention, right? See, the question is what is the velocity of particle at some time 3 seconds? So what I see is that some of you have taken this x and directly you have written 3 over here. No, that is not how it works. Okay, this is wrong because this is position. X means position. This question is not about position, it is about velocity. So first of all, this is not how you do it. Okay, so then how do you solve this question? Well, you have to find v, right? V is velocity. It is dx by dt, right? Differentiation of x with respect to t, that is time. So that dx by dt, by using the rules, it will be only -2, correct? Okay, it will only be -2. And I'm sure you realize that there is no t here, right? I don't even need to put t equal to 3 because there is no t in this. What this means is that the velocity is constant. It does not depend on time. I repeat, this velocity does not depend on time. Time may be anything. Time may be 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, no problem. But the velocity is always going to be -2 meter per second. All right? Clear? Say yes or no. So then we can proceed. No, Ayushi, what's not clear? Once again, Vedant, come on. You didn't understand this? Well, everyone, okay, let's go to next page. I want some space for you to get it very clear. See, this is position 3 minus 2t, right? This is position. And the question is about what is the velocity, right? And at what time? At t equal to 3 seconds, right? Okay, so now if you want to find v from x, then the only way to do it is dx by dt. What's so extraordinary about that? Okay, right? All right. So then if we do differentiation, I don't think anyone should have problem with differentiation now. Okay, if that's the case, I wouldn't be very happy. So this is 0 because 3 is constant, 2 is constant, so multiplied outside, that is kick the constant out. And now dt by dt is 1. So that's it. What this means is that in 1 second, object moves 2 meter towards left side. That is meaning of velocity, correct? Object moves 2 meter towards left side. So that's why minus and 2 meter per second or in 1 second. 6 meter per second ક્યાંથી આવે નંદિની? 6 ક્યાંથી આવ્યું? 6 ક્યાંથી આવે? I hope you are not multiplying 3 with 2. 3 is not multiplied with anything. You can see this is subtraction here, right? Okay. 3 into 2 nothing, eh? Really, I have not explained anything. I have just done differentiation of x because differentiation of position, that is dx by dt, is velocity. And we have to find velocity. That's it. Right? Why are you putting 3? There is no place to. અહીંયા ક્યાંય t આવે છે? અહીંયા t આવ્યો જ નહીં ને? What I am saying is this is -2. That's it. There is no t anywhere. Right? This is different from This is different from this question. No, sorry, which one? Where did it go? Yes, this one. Right? This is completely different from here. You can see when we did differentiation in this question, this is that example that we did from the book, right? Okay. So when we do differentiation and we get v is equal to 5t, so that's why we are putting t is 2 or 4 or whatever was required. But in this question that we are solving right now, the one I gave for homework, we are just getting that v is equal to -2. That's it. There's no t. ક્યાં મૂકું ટી આમાં ક્યાંય ટી ની જગ્યા જ નથી. There's no t here, right? Okay, so don't put t. All right, now let's go to the next question. Oh, where did it go? Yeah, here, this one, right? Number 2. Okay, number 2. Right, so here again we have two questions. A, so write the answer of A, everyone. Come on, what's your answer of A? That means when we have to ask the question, then that is right. Yes, Kavya, if you want to find position, you can directly put t. Okay. Okay, so many of you are saying -6 meter per second, but there are some different answers also. Variety is the spice of life, they say that, right? So I think you all follow that idea. So you are giving me a variety of answers. Some are saying -6, some are saying 4, some are saying -7. I'm getting -8, 19 meter per second, 4 meter per second. Oh, so much variety. I'm bored by variety now. Oh, okay, more answers. All right, very good. I'm actually very happy that all of you have tried it, right? It's okay to get different answers, no problem. If it is science, there will be disagreement. બધા એક જેવું જ કહે ને તો સાયન્સ આગળ જ ન જાય, right? People have to express their own ideas. Unit is wrong, Chintan. Okay, so let's see what's the answer of this one. I don't know, right? I'll have to find it, so give me some time. Okay, we are going to take this to the next page, so I'll get some space here. X equal to 2t square minus 12t plus 3. All right, so we have x equal to 2t square minus 12t plus 3, and we want to find out what is the average velocity for t equal to 1 second to t equal to 2 seconds. All right, let's start. So first of all, formula of average velocity is nothing but delta x by delta t, right? Unit loco. So this is delta x by delta t. Delta x means final position minus initial position upon time interval. Time interval is clearly 2 minus 1, that is 1 second, right? Okay. Now what about numerator? I'm going to do it separately. Can you tell me what is the final position, all of you? Let's see. It's not 0. What should I write here? What's the final position? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. What's the final position? 1. Okay. -13. -4. Please, everyone, I would request you not to make calculation mistakes. Okay. All right. So a lot of you are, many of you are saying -13. Let's check. Okay, put x, put t as 2, right? Final position. Don't forget, final. So put t as 2. 2 into 4 minus 12 into 2 plus 3. Okay, so that is going to be 8 minus 24 plus 3. So yes, -13 meter. Well done. Well done, people. -13 meter. Okay, and now quickly tell me the initial position here, please. Initial position. Okay. In meter per second. कौन लिखूं meter per second? It's not meter per second. Yeah. Unit loko, Krisha. Okay, so initial position is when time is 1, right? So this is going to be 2 minus 12 plus 3. So that is minus 7 meter. All right. So here we should write minus 7. So final answer is minus 13 plus 7 minus 6. Yes, it is minus 6 meter per second. All right. Okay. Yeah. Many of you got it right, but some of you got it wrong. If you got it wrong, check where you made a mistake. All right. Okay. Those who did it wrong, see, your answers are private, right? Only I can see those. Can you tell me where did you make mistake? Those who got it wrong, please tell me where you got it wrong so I'll know what kind of mistakes are happening on your side. Everyone, please be honest. હું તમને કઈ ખીજાઈશ નહીં, right? Okay, Arkan, thank you so much. Others, come on, be honest. Okay, Ria, be careful. All right, okay. Be careful about that formula, right? Okay, all right. Right, Ashish. Differentiation is for velocity, right? This is average velocity. Okay, Sanju. All right, Ria, be careful. Ayush, you have to use differentiation if you want to find velocity. This question was about average velocity. All right. Okay, so in average velocity, delta x by delta t. In velocity, dx by dt, right? That's the formula. All right. Okay. I hope it is clear now, right? Okay, now let's go to the same question, part B. Yes, part B. Now this question is about velocity, means instantaneous velocity. And there are three parts, right? Okay, give me the answer of all the three together, everyone. Give me the answer of all the three, 1, 2, and 3 together. Hurry up. Please give me the answer of all the three together. Okay. Right. 1 equal to 8. Okay, first one is 8. That's what you're saying. One done. All right. Okay, Devanshi, your answers are quite different from others. Okay. Right. All right, one done. Okay, Anuj, noted. What? Avi, the units are definitely wrong. Meter no I mean velocity. Ayushi Mehta, write the units, please. Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. Let's. All answers are minus 4 meter per second. That is very curious, Devarsh. Are you sure about that? Rathod Nandini, are you sure? Okay. Now, so first of all, you all tell me we have to find velocity, right? So what formula should we use to find this answer? What formula should we use to find this answer? It's velocity, right? How do we find velocity? Okay, right. So most of you know it. dx by dt. No, someone said displacement by time interval. That's wrong. Who was it? I don't want to name you, don't worry, but differentiation is required, isn't it? No, Gracie, not correct. Because this is velocity. This is not average velocity. This is velocity, right? Everyone, differentiation is required. Okay. So let's go to the next page and solve it. Here we have, this is x, all right? And now I want to find v, velocity. Okay, we have x equal to 2t square minus 12t plus 3 in meter. Okay, let's find velocity. V is equal to dx by dt as written over here. So we will differentiate 4t minus 12. All right, is this clear? 4t minus 12, yes or no? Okay, right. Now we have to find three answers. First one at time t equal to, okay, what was that? I forgot. Yeah, t equal to 2 seconds. Right? We have to find this at t equal to 2 seconds. So at t equal to 2 seconds, v is going to be 4 into 2 minus 12. See, here we can put t is 2 because there is t, right? Unlike previous question, right, where we just got velocity is minus 2, right, in previous question, correct? Okay, so there we could not put t. Here we have to put t. Okay, so this will be minus 4 meter per second. All right. Okay. Right. Now let's go to second one, which is t equal to 3 seconds. Right? T equal to 3 seconds. This is easy to do now. Right? Obviously the answer will be 0 meter per second. Right? Okay. And the last one will be 4 meter per second. Right? Last one will be 4 meter per second. Okay. Now I'm just going to ask you a question. Is the velocity constant? Can you answer that? Is the velocity constant? Okay, my dear students, what is meaning of constant? What is meaning of constant? પ્રીત સ્પીડ તો હજી મેં શીખવાડ્યું જ નથી. Okay, is the velocity changing as time changes? As time changes, does the velocity change or not? Of course it changes, right? Clear? Velocity is changing. You can see that. Array -4 થી 0 થઈ ગયું તો change ન થયું. So that definitely means velocity is not constant. All right. Answer should be in arithmetic progression. Okay, very good, Ankita. You observed that there is actually a lot of physics behind that. Why it should be in AP? I will tell you that. Okay, right? When we talk about acceleration, we will discuss that idea, right? What that doesn't change. Velocity is changing. કોઈ સવાલ જ નથી. પહેલા તમારે 0 માર્ક આવ્યો હોય, પછી બીજી એક્ઝામમાં 4 માર્ક્સ આવે. Then if teacher says your marks have not changed, તો તમે કેવા ધુઆ કુઆ થઈ જાઓ. Right? Of course, Nandini, you are right. Physics એટલે sums જ. Okay? Physics means sums, nothing else. See, let me tell you, everyone, in your board exams you will get at least 70 marks of mathematical calculations in physics. Let me tell you that. Okay? Oh, sorry. Right? Theory is asked very rarely. Okay, it's not like 10th science. It is not like 10th science. અરે દે ધનાધન મેથ્સ જ આવશે, આવું જ આવશે બધું. કેલ્ક્યુલેશન કરો ને આ ફાઇન્ડ કરો ને ઓલું ફાઇન્ડ કરો ને ડિફરન્સિએશન કરો, રાઈટ? જ્યોમેટ્રી, એવું બધું આવશે. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I am with you, right? Okay? અરે બહુ મજા આવી જશે. એક પણ વસ્તુ ગોખવી નહીં પડે. Physics is so simple, right? You don't have to remember or mug up anything. In exam also, આ એક્ઝામની જ વાત ચાલે છે પ્રિયાંશ, એક્ઝામની જ વાત ચાલે છે, right? So in exam you will not have to write down mugged up theory at all. It will flow like river. Exactly, Falak, that's right. Okay, naturally બધું આવડે. ઓલું પોયમ ની જેમ ગોખીને ન જવું પડે. 10 વાર આન્સર બોલશો તો કઈ નહીં આવડે. Let me tell you that, right? If you want to master physics, practice sums. That's it. Textbook લઈને વાંચવા બેસશો ને તો physics નહીં આવડે, right? If you want to master physics, you have to practice sums. There's only one secret. Okay, now, all right. So I was asking you that whether velocity is constant or not. The answer is it is not constant, because you can see the value is changing, right? Now, coming back to this, third question, right? Third question. No change in maths and physics, both has only calculation. No, Krisha, right? There is a small difference. Physics ma, first of all, in physics you'll have to understand the theory, right? But you don't have to mug it up, and then you have to use all those concepts and solve questions, right? Problems. Understood? So in some ways, in my opinion, in some ways physics is worse than maths, right? Because in maths you just have to do calculations. In chemistry you have to understand everything and you have to remember it. In physics you have to understand also and you have to do calculations also, right? Okay, જ્યાં maths પૂરું થાય ને ત્યાંથી physics ચાલુ થાય. Think about differentiation, right? I told you that we will learn differentiation first. એ બધું પતી ગયું, પછી મેં તમને velocity સમજાવવાનું ચાલુ કર્યું હતું. Do you agree? Why? Because maths is the base of physics, right? And you don't need to be scared. See, let me tell you, we have actually learned a bit of 12th standard maths also, right? Differentiation 12th standard maths છે, તમને આવડી ગયું મારા ખ્યાલથી. I don't think you are struggling so much with it, right? So it's going to be fine. Okay, next answer. The answer to the next question, everyone. Third one. Can you tell me? Yes, Ankita. Yes, Resha. Correct answer. Well done, Joy. Yes, Falak. Correct answer. Very good, Neil. Okay, we are getting all right answers. Well done, people. Well done. No Smith. No Sahil. Dia, correct answer. Ananya, it's right. Preet, it's right. You have not written unit. Sejal, well done. No Sanju. Devanshi, it's right. But there are 100 students. That's why your friend is not able to join. All right. Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. See, this question, this is a question where velocity is given. All right. This is a question where velocity is given. And we are asked when. When means time, right? When obviously means time. If I ask you when were you born? Suppose I would ask you when were you born, then will you say Surendranagar? Right? So we have to find time, T. Okay. So yes, Gracie, you have a question. From V, how do we find T? Come on, what is relation between A and V? Can you tell me? Can you write it, please? Can you write the relation between A and T? Sorry, A and V, excuse me, A and V. Hurry up, come on, everyone. Okay, okay, very good, very good. Well done, people. No, Priyansh. Okay. All right. Gracie, I'm going to write the differentiation very shortly, so you will know. No, Pinak, that's not right. Arkan, it's not right. Okay, let me clarify something. A is equal to dv by dt is the correct answer, right? dv by dt. Some of you wrote
Yes.
delta t. Some of you wrote v by t. This is average acceleration. All right. This is average acceleration, and this is nonsense. This is not correct. Okay, v upon t is nothing. All right, everyone. This is average acceleration, and this is acceleration. Okay, and this is nothing. All right, let's continue. So now differentiation. How much? What's going to be the differentiation of this? Can you all write it for me? Hurry up. 8t. Yes. 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 Correct. Correct. Okay. The differentiation is 8t minus 16 plus 0 because 9 is a constant. So it's okay if you don't write 0 plus 0 here, right? Okay. Again, it's because this is t square, right? So differentiation of t square, that is dt square by dt, will become 2t, right? That will be 2t, right? So 4 as it is into 2t, right? Because 4 is constant, we kick it out. Like this, you will get 8t minus 16. And we are given that acceleration is 0, right? We want to find time for acceleration being 0. So a is equal, sorry, so t is equal to 16 by 8, that is 2 seconds. Okay, have you understood that? All right. What's not clear, Sanju? Ah, come on. બધી વસ્તુમાં કેમ explain again આવે? You need to work really hard. Okay, so t is equal to 2 seconds, right? Because 16, if you put 16 on that side, divide by 8, you get 2 seconds, right? Now, there was a question regarding this asked, okay, well done. There was a question regarding this that was asked to me yesterday by one of the students, right? Okay, and the question was, if a is 0, here in this question, we are required to find time for which a is 0. The question was, if a is 0, is v also 0 or not? Okay, so I want to discuss this a little bit, right? I want to discuss this a little bit. See, it is that, okay, think about it in this way. All right, think about it in this way, right? Forget that I asked you this question for a while. Take a practical viewpoint. Okay, suppose you are going to your friend's house. All right, Divya and Ankita, you got it right, well done. Okay, so suppose you're going to a friend's house, right? And let's say you are late. Okay, so your friend calls you and asks you, where are you? Okay, so the answer to this question is definitely some position. Do you agree? Where are you? The answer to that question should be position. Fine. Okay, so in that case, if you don't answer where you are, instead you answer that right now I'm moving with a velocity 40 kilometer per hour, right? So this is the question and this is your answer. Okay, so what do I mean? If you want to find position, then if only a value of velocity is given, right, that has no relation with this, right? The speed might be 40, or sorry, the velocity might be 40 kilometer per hour, but that might but you might just be out of your house, right? You might just have started your vehicle, or it's also possible that you are just about to reach your friend's house, or it's also possible that you are somewhere in between, right? So what I'm saying is that this value of velocity has absolutely no relation with position. Agreed? You understood what I said? Value of v, value of velocity at a particular time, right, whether it's 10 or 20 or 30 or anything, from that you cannot find position. Agreed? Right? You may be anywhere, right? You may be anywhere. Okay, so just like that, there is no relation, there is absolutely no relation between the value of v and value of a. Now before you misunderstand this, let me explain this. What I'm saying is, if someone tells you that a is 0 and immediately asks you what is v, then this information is not enough, right? You cannot decide what is v. It is possible that v is 50, it is possible that v is minus 100, it is also possible that v is 0.1, right? It could be any of these. Just by knowing that a is 0, you cannot find what is v if you don't know any other information, right? So what I'm saying is, only knowing this is not enough to find velocity. All right, so that's why if someone says a is 0, if someone says a is 0, okay, suppose this is the question number 1, right? If a is 0, find v. Okay, then obviously this question will have just one answer: cannot be found, right? You cannot do this, right? But what this actually means is as follows. See, if a is 0, right, if a is 0, then actually that brings out a very interesting thing. Have a look here. All right, okay, focus on this part. This means differentiation of v is 0, right? Whose differentiation is 0, people? Whose differentiation is 0? Yes, Ananya, well done. Whose differentiation is 0? V's differentiation is 0. All right. So then that means what? If V's differentiation is 0, then that means what? હા, અરે a is 0 તો ખબર છે વેદાંત, ત્યાંથી તો ચાલુ કર્યું. It's like you are saying 1 is equal to what, Vedant? Yes, constant term. Very good. Many of you realized it. I hope all of you remember this rule. Right? This is true if k is constant. Correct? No. dt doesn't matter, then એ બધું બરાબર ફોલો. But differentiation of constant is 0, right? Differentiation of constant is 0. So that means here, that means over here, v is constant. All right. So to sum it up, finally I can write this important sentence, which is actually very easy to understand if you understand how differentiation works. This is the final sentence. If a is 0, then V must be constant, or V is constant, right? Is this sentence clear? Is this sentence clear? Okay. All right. So please remember this. Just like this, I can actually make one more sentence. Can you tell me about that? Can you complete this sentence? What should I write? No, no, no. અરે હમણાં જ તો સમજાયું. If I give you value of one thing, displacement ની position. If see, some of you are saying that if V is 0, A is 0. એવું no આવે. Why? Same thing I told you about here. There is no relation between value of V and value of A, right? If V is 0, then A may be 100 also, no problem, possible, possible, right? So without any other information, you cannot say that A is 0. If V is 0, then X is constant. X means what? X means what? Position. No, there is no other answer correct. This is the only answer correct, right? This is the only thing possible. All right. Okay. If someone says V is equal to 0, then all you can say is X is constant at that point. Okay, at that moment, right? Okay. So both of these come from mathematics, right? Based on differentiation. All right. Now, okay. So now I want you to learn a new definition, which is going to be a, a tricky one. All right. If you realize, so far we have talked about following things in this whole chapter: displacement, path length, correct? Displacement is delta x, which is final position minus initial position. This is simply the path covered, all right, length of path covered. I'm not writing that. Then we have learned what is average velocity, which is delta x by delta t. Then we have learned what is average speed, right, which is path length divided by time interval, right? Then we have learned what is velocity, correct? Okay, V is equal to dx by dt, right? But now it's time to learn what is speed. Okay, it's time for what is speed. Do you know what is speed? Do you all know what is speed? What is speed, people? I'm asking you, what is speed? Okay, right. Very good. Rate at which something moves. Okay. All right. Okay. No problem. Fine. See, in perhaps ninth standard, you were taught that speed is equal to distance upon time or time taken, something like this, correct? Distance traveled upon time taken, right? Okay, this is what you were taught. The rate of acceleration is called speed. Things which move faster is not called speed. Everything in physics has a definition. Okay, Ayushi, uh, will you please leave and join again? In that case, it will be okay. You were taught this in ninth standard, but I hope you realize that this is not speed. Actually, this is average speed, right? Average speed is nothing but path length or distance traveled divided by time taken or time interval. All right? No, Ayushi, that is also not speed. Distance covered per unit time is also not speed, right? That is average speed. Okay. So, again, everyone, distance traveled divided by time taken or path length upon time interval. Oh, sorry. This is all average speed. So speed is finally this. Listen to this very carefully. Speed is it's the easiest definition in the world, but it's the most troubling one. લોકો આ માનવા જ તૈયાર ન થતા. Speed is magnitude of instantaneous. Again, not necessary to write instantaneous. Velocity. Right? This is the one and only correct or perfect definition of speed. Every other definition that you have learned, that you have understood till date is wrong. This is the one and only correct or perfect definition. All right? You know, it is actually very difficult to remove speed equal to distance upon time from your mind. Please, everyone, that is average speed. Average speed is equal to distance traveled upon time taken, right? Speed is magnitude of velocity. Speed is magnitude of velocity. 5 વર્ડની નાની એવી definition છે, right? But you have to be very careful with this one. So let me give you an example of this, right? Okay. What's an example? Let's consider this. Suppose you are sitting in a vehicle, right? And let's say this vehicle, okay, whatever that is, for example, is moving towards east side. Let's say later on we'll make it move towards other sides also, don't worry, right? If you will, okay, Divya, I will answer your question later. Let me give you an example first, all right? Then I'll definitely answer your question and then we'll end this class. So suppose this vehicle, right, has a speedometer. I'm sure all of you have seen that speedometer, right? And this is what it looks like. And on that speedometer, let's say it's showing 60 kilometers per hour, right? Okay. So if you would think about it carefully, the velocity of this vehicle is 60 kilometers per hour east. Agreed? Okay. All right. But the speed of this vehicle is only 60 kilometers per hour. What's the difference between these two? What's the difference between these two? They same જ નથી? આ બે same નથી? How are they different? How are these two different? Yes, correct. Velocity is a vector, right? So a vector must have two things. Which two things? Let's analyze. This is magnitude, right? And this is direction. Agreed? So what is speed? speed is the magnitude of velocity. Understood? તમારા સ્કૂટરમાં લખેલું આવે છે east કે એવું કંઈ સ્પીડોમીટરમાં. Think about it. See, what is it called? Speedometer, right? It is not called velocity meter. It is called speedometer. It only measures speed. It cannot tell you direction, right? Does it tell you that, okay, you are going in east direction? If it says that, it would be measuring velocity. All right? Okay. So let me give you another example of this thing, right? Okay, and then we'll go to that question. Okay, suppose this time we define things in usual way, positive, negative kind of things. All right, let's say like this. Okay, and here is a vehicle, for example, that is moving towards this side. All right, that is moving towards this side. So its velocity will be, let's say, minus 100 kilometer per hour, right? Okay, so what's the velocity? V is equal to minus 100 kilometer per hour. So then what is its speed? Can you tell me what is its speed? What is its speed? I'm not asking which type of quantity is speed, value. What is the value of speed? Okay, right, 100 kilometer per hour. So I'm just going to ask you a question. Is speed equal to velocity? Is speed equal to velocity? Yes or no? Is speed equal to velocity? Okay, I'm over here only. I just need to attach the charges. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I think we have got several answers now from your side. The correct answer is no. The correct answer is no. See, it's not going to be equal. I'll tell you why. Because they are different quantities. Speed is something, right? And velocity is something else. They're different, right? It's like you are saying that one apple is equal to one orange. That is impossible because they are different fruits. All right? Because they are different fruits. They are different things, right? Okay. So speed is not equal to velocity. Remember that. Okay, speed is equal to the magnitude of velocity, right? Speed is equal to magnitude of velocity, right? Okay, yeah, so most of you got it right. All right, so now we will answer Divya's question and then we will stop. Okay, let me find her. Let me find the question. Where is it? Okay, Divya, I'm so sorry, I cannot find it. Can you please send it again? Can you please send it again? Yes, velocity includes displacement and speed doesn't. All right, okay, yeah. So the question is that velocity is related with displacement, right? Velocity is related with displacement, all right? But speed is not related with displacement, right? But see, frankly speaking, these ideas that you are saying that velocity depends on displacement and speed does not depend on displacement, actually they are true about average velocity and average speed, right? They are true about average velocity and average speed, correct? Right? Average velocity depends on displacement and average speed depends on path length, right? This does not depend on this, right? Okay, but right now we are talking about slightly different things, right? Okay, at the moment we are talking about velocity and speed, and now this is where an important idea comes into the picture. Do you remember that if direction does not change, then path length is equal to magnitude of displacement. This is one of the properties that we noted. Am I right? Do you remember this? It's one of those important points. Okay. So what I mean to say is that right now we are talking about velocity, right? Okay, and velocity means instantaneous. Agreed? Okay, velocity means instantaneous. So what happens is that because we are taking an infinitesimal time interval, because we are talking about infinitesimal delta t, right? So that's why in that small time interval, object cannot change direction, right? In a infinitesimal time interval, object cannot change direction. It's impossible, right? To change direction, it needs some time, right? Agreed, it does not take a lot of time, but it definitely cannot be done in infinitesimal time, right? So that's why when we talk about instantaneous, we can always say that the small path length, infinitesimal actually, let me just write infinitesimal. We can always write that infinitesimal path length will be equal to magnitude of small displacement. So for small displacement, I can write dx. Again, delta x for displacement, and for a small displacement, dx, right? Okay, I don't think that confuses anyone. So I've just used this idea, path length equal to magnitude. Magnitude means modulus, right? Okay, so path length equal to magnitude of displacement. Now if I will divide both of these by small time dt by small time dt, right? Okay, then this right side becomes instantaneous velocity, but in a modulus, right? Because this is in a modulus. Okay, on the left hand side, this is path length upon time interval. Path length upon time interval should be called average speed. Agreed? But this time interval is infinitesimal, right? So that's why we don't call it average speed, we call it instantaneous speed. So this is how we get this definition, right? I've gone into full detail, right? આટલું બધું no સમજાવીએ તોય ચાલે, but this is for students who want to understand it completely, right? Again, the basic idea is that right now we are talking about instantaneous, means infinitesimal time interval. So object cannot change direction in that infinitesimal time interval. So then if I take infinitesimal path length, then it will be equal to modulus, means magnitude dx for small displacement. Then I divide both sides by dt. So if I do that, on right side we will get instantaneous velocity, and in a modulus, right, in a magnitude, and on the left side we'll get instantaneous speed. So that's why we can say that speed is equal to magnitude of velocity. Okay, so this is how you arrive. All right, so that's it. Clear? Okay, so with this we are going to end this class. I will send you the homework questions very soon. Okay, and I'll also send you the important points. All right, goodbye everyone, see you tomorrow again. Yes, I will give for homework. All right. Bye.